Hey, what's up YouTube? Bueller here again, and today I'm going to cover the live stream trades we did today. Alright, so here was today's watch list. I had posted Apple, AMD, Boeing, JP Morgan, Roku, and Zoom. And I'd also, below Chef's list, I'd also posted what my top 3 watches were. 3 of them being pretty decent. JPM actually stayed within range. I think it ended up moving. We'll cover that after though. But I'm going to cover the ones that we mainly covered in the live stream. I stream trade every day in the voice chat starting from last week, so kind of pushing through that now. So let's go through that. So AMD was one of the first ones. We had shorted under this level here at 8270s. As you can see, that was a very significant level. Not just on that time frame, but on bigger time frames. I go through the time frames and I mark emerging candles and gap ranges. So if you want to go see how to do that, please go check out the playlist on my channel. I cover all that more in depth there. But let's keep moving on. So as you can see, we had a drop. Our targets were 8220s and then also 8150s. We didn't quite get to this one, so we took profits right before, kind of going into it as momentum slowed down. Also, NASDAQ and SPY started pushing back up, so we kind of took in our profits and moved on from that one. But that was a very solid play. The TA was there, so really proud of that one. We didn't quite get it to push, so what we're kind of looking for now is a range break above 8220s and 8270s back up into here, or break back below for a drop again below 8140s. So keeping that one on watch. Boeing, this one was a pretty quick one too. It fell out under. We didn't end up shorting it from the pre-market low. We waited for the extended hours gap here. As you can see, there was a nice gap range here, in which I think it's like 91.4 or 91.7% of gaps fill. So always want to watch those when I see them in the extended hours part of the day. And as you can see, pushed under, broke under our level in which we actually did start shorting under. We shorted under after it filled because that was a good sign that it closed under. So we got in on that candle. We didn't have a whole lot of volume, but SPY and NASDAQ, or NASDAQ especially, was going down at this time, so this was good. And of course it doesn't affect this as much, but the other airlines weren't doing hot, so that was also helping our trade here. Also glad to see volume pick up. You don't always see that, a bunch of volume pop up after that first one. But as you can see, our target were previous day lows, came down there, so we took our profits and passive timing. No need to. We're 2 out of 2 for the day. No need to move on and get greedy or nothing. And then here on Zoom, we didn't get into this trade, but still watching it. But as you can see, it came down, and we were going to short it, but didn't get into it because it ended up holding previous day lows. So we're kind of seeing to get it out of this range first. So we're looking above 332 pretty much for more calls to go back up to the higher side of pre-market. Then Roku. Then as you can see on Roku was pretty quick too, kind of like AMD and Boeing. But what was cool though, and we were watching a lot of these on the 10-minute. I'm a big 10-minute guy. Is a lot of stocks were forming these little ranges here, so we're kind of watching these ranges now for the rest of the day. But good break below on that 384.67. Didn't really want a chance playing the true pre-market low just because I was too quick. You know, I don't want to play the first few minutes of the day. But it came down here, gave us an almost 3-bar play. It wasn't all the way just because this isn't all the way level. But it came back down, gave us a good wick above on that candle, came down, hit our 380 target, hit our 376 target, came right back up. So very great scalping opportunity between there, even though we didn't get in on that initial break. So it does pay to be patient. Let's go through JPM real quick since I mentioned it before. As you can see here, kind of waiting for JPM to get back above this level. We didn't really get a good enough breakout here. As you can see, pre-market high is about right there, and our high of day, meat of the bone, is about right there. So haven't pushed back above that yet, but we also haven't pushed lower. So kind of like I touched my other videos in the BB system, you know. So just because it didn't play out today, this range is now still good for next week and going into, you know, the next couple trading days. So even if this doesn't pan out today or play to our levels, we're still going to move on and look for plays on it next week. And then Apple was the only other one that wasn't on my watch. I mean, that was on my watch list that I didn't cover yet. And as you can see, it came down, pushed below the previous day low, pushed down a little bit lower, and now we're kind of squeezing, converging, kind of like SPY and NASDAQ. It's just like those two, which that makes sense. SPY and NASDAQ are heavily weighted with Apple. So as you can see, though, we're just converging inside the day's highs and the day's lows. So kind of seeing how that's going to look there, and then same thing for NASDAQ. So hope this video was helpful. If you guys can, please leave a like and comment. And yeah, let me know if you guys want other types of videos.